Colt 45 here. You thought I was shooting an AR, the metal targets here, didn't you? Well, I am. It's an AR-15, but it happens to be the 9mm carbine. So, 9mm come in all sizes, and some of them are quite large. You may have seen one of these. You may have one of these, but it fires a standard 9mm round. You notice the magazine looks a little different, doesn't it? 9mm. So let's take a few more shots here. And that is one of the fun aspects of it. I can shoot anything here with it, just like with a pistol. All right. Yeehaw. I can even hit the tree here. So it really does feel strange, you know, shooting at things right here with an AR-15, because you would not want to do that with a 5.56 or any other real rifle cartridge. So what do we have here? Yeah, you see the title. We have an AR-15 9mm carbine, and it is a fun little gun. Could not resist. No self-control. I've seen these for a long time and have often thought that they would be fun. You know, I think a lot of us have been shooting a long time. We have this this holy grail, you know, in mind. We'd love to have a carbine that is handy and fires a common pistol caliber, you know, like a 9 or a 40 or a 10 or a 45, you know, the little Marlin Camp carbine. That thing has a cult following. You know, they quit making it, but people keep buying them when they find them used. And there's just something attractive about a rifle, especially a popular rifle, you know, that everybody knows and understands that does shoot a pistol round. You see it in cowboy action, of course. I have a couple that, you know, the lever guns that fire the 45 Colt and the 44 Magnum, and they're just fun, just a lot of fun. Great plinkers, you could even hunt with them. And of course you get a little bit more out of the pistol cartridge, you know, when you have that much longer barrel and everything. But, and they have application. I mean, these things are used by the police, you know, as a police carbine. Some of these things, the Colt 9mm, it's been in squad car trunks, you know, for, I guess, decades. It's been around a long time. But it's just fun. Takes a magazine, looks a little bit like, if you're familiar with firearms, you tell me. You're right. Looks like an Uzi magazine, doesn't it? In fact, it is very, very close. I think you can actually take an Uzi magazine. If you know what you're doing, maybe modify it. I'm not sure. But it's very, very similar. I've got to get an Uzi loader, magazine loader too, because they're a little bit awkward to load. I'm talking about putting cartridges in it, not into the gun. And you do have kind of the standard AR. You know, the same manual of arms. It is an AR-15. You know? Got a case deflector here, a little larger. You got an insert in the magazine, obviously, because you don't have that big magazine going in. And I think you can buy just a standard lower, you know, and make this. You know, these inserts are for sale. You can buy all the parts and actually put them in. I'm not sure how exactly. I guess you have to kind of drill that, maybe put them in there. I'm not sure how that works, but I know there are companies that sell those parts. So fits in there, no problem. And let's take a couple more shots. We're shooting some mixture here, some old, let's see, I forget what that, some of that is, PMC, duh, mental blank there. But yeah, some PMC I have, and then I bought some of this, RWS, made in Switzerland, just this morning. So some of these, we got a variety of ammo. Let's see what we can do here. So everything is game, steel and otherwise. Doesn't matter. We can take out anything we want. All we have to do is hit it. Whoa. Nice, nice, nice. A couple of my cans fell off. Sweet. Let's go across the hill. Well, I might have to adjust my sights a little bit. There we go. Might shoot just a hair to the left. Not sure. Okay, there's 2 magazines down. Those kinds of things show up more when you're on a smaller target. What was I going to tell you there? Oh, I know. I did replace the front sight. Put a tritium front sight in it that I had. So, and I haven't really messed with it much, but I think it's close. We'll see. We may have to do a little left-right movement there. We'll see. So that's a pretty nice tritium. It's I believe it was XS or True Glow, I forget which it is now. I had it on my Bushmaster and I took it out and put it in this one. I'll look that up. I've got the package and put it in the description. So much easier to see in daylight and dark. Okay, so let's go back across the hill and that old goat's contrary. Don't forget the goats. All right, let me bear down on a bowling pin. That'll tell me more about the sights. Okay, about my windage. Yeah, I was holding just a hair to the right of that. Okay. Yeah, as long as I hold toward the right side, I'm hitting it, so I need to do a little sight adjustment there. Let's see, what else we have here? Let's try the plates again. Oop, out of ammo. So, pretty neat, pretty neat. This would be a fun gun for, well, for anybody. You know, it was a gun for me. I made that decision, didn't I? But for someone who is kind of recoil sensitive, this would be a great gun, especially in a collapsible stock. You know, and where this AR platform has become so popular, I mean, it's everywhere. People are hunting all sorts of game with them. They're just much more accepted in the general shooting public and among hunters and everybody now than they've ever been. But this is a great gun. You could adjust that stock to a young person. Hey, the latch works on it. A young person, a person of smaller stature, which would be like most people besides me, right? So it's very handy. The low recoil, you know, the big thing. And then of course the 9mm, nothing to sneeze at. You can put some hot 9s in here for whatever your application. Some hollow points, which is one thing I was going to do. Before I forget it, let me go ahead and do that here. It's one thing we're trying to do in the videos. So I'm just going to put a couple here in. Well, I have actually fired some hollow points on my own. There's some Georgia Arms I've had around here forever, and just to satisfy myself when I first got it. Okay, that should be good. And that's good. We'll just try that. All right. I don't know if these be hotter or not. I'll try the old goat over there, the stubborn goat. Well, I'll be darned. Okay. Uh-oh. Well, that told me something right there. We had a malfunction. Yeah. So you have to feed there. Okay. So let's put back in there and try it again. Of course, it's a new gun, but it's good to know. That's why we do it. Yeah. Okay. So, on a new gun, never know what that tells us until we fire it maybe several hundred times. We won't pass too serious a judgment yet on feeding hollow points, but hung up on one of those. Okay, so yeah, that's why we do it. So we got a couple more mags here. Let's take a couple more shots. We got some jugs down here, some 2 liters set up strategically. Let's see what we can do with them. See if we can take them out. Kind of like bowling pins. Kind of like bowling for dollars, right? All right, let's take them out of there. I know y'all been wanting me to bump fire for a long time, so I just had to do a little of that. Okay, I'll try it again. Oh well, can't get to do it again. Earlier on, we were doing some 3-round bursts pretty easily with it. It could be the ammo. Some ammo might be more likely. Let's see. This is 124 grain ammo. It's a little warmer. Don't know if that makes a difference or not than the PMC we were using before. So let's finish off this mag. Good job. A little bit heavier bullet, 124 grain, and maybe a little warmer. And you know, I don't know, may have just hit those rams higher with it. I don't know, it felt better shooting 124 grain ammo, especially on the little red plate over there. I felt like I couldn't miss it where I was having a little trouble before. I don't know, some of that's just imagination. You kind of get a feel for the sights. I was holding to the right just a hair like I need to. But you know, like I say, it's a new gun and I'm figuring it out. Not that I need to figure out an AR too much, but it is new. It's a different kind of animal. And I know a lot of you would say, why does the world need a 9mm this big? I brought out the PM9 here just for a little illustration. You know, 9s come in all sizes, don't they? So why do we need a 9 this large, shooting a little puny 9mm, as some people would say? Well, primarily because it's fun, and again, it is nothing to sneeze at. I don't think you want to stand and let people plink them at you, even though it's not a 10mm, is it, or 308. But every gun has a purpose. Maybe this one is 80% just fun, just a fun gun. But but it has been used in a lot of different applications. I know that. Been around a long time. I've never had one. Never have. I've entertained the notion. And like I say, a lot of us have been into shooting a long time and have had a lot of different firearms. I know from the millions of conversations with shooters, this conversation always comes up. People wanting a carbine that fires, really common pistol round. It's just, we're always looking for that ideal carbine. Everybody's always on the Glock. When you going to make a carbine? Uses the same Glock magazines. Wouldn't that be cool? But we're still waiting for that one, right? But this is pretty neat. Pretty neat, and I think we're going to have some fun with it. Anyway, I'm glad you come by for one of the first range sessions with it, because life is good.